This is an Audio Wool original.
It is Casual Frightday, and the spooky season may be over, but we're not done getting grim yet. This week, hayrides took another victim. A photographer got a bit too risky getting the perfect shot. A conservative talking head admits to being spiritually attacked physically, and a young lady lost her life in a self-inflicted Hansel and Gretel style situation. Or did she? To talk about all of that and more, with me in studio, it's Dennis.
I'm here.
There he is.
Just so you know, when you started doing the intro, I panicked and thought you were doing the wrong intro because it's been that long since I've been on Casual Frightday.
And all the way from occupied Texas, above you, if you want to point up.
Right up there, this guy.
That's Jared.
Hey.
Do you want to give me a high five, Jared? Or a low five? Great job.
Wow,
great work.
And we're live at live.frightday.com. This is something we do.
Actually looked really good.
It did look really good.
Excuse me?
We killed it.
You
We
guys
killed
vibed
it
each
together.
other?
Yeah, we killed
Yeah,
it.
well, that's it's exciting. That's nice. Every other Friday, we do this at live.frightday.com. And we're trying something special tonight. I wonder how this is going to work out. Could go well, could go poorly, but...
The Frightday phone lines are now open. Call 1-833-374-4489 now to share your paranormal encounters and real-life nightmares, or to talk horror with the hosts.
We have a phone line, and it's live all night, which won't be too long. We're going to keep this one kind of short. But
You're not going to leave it open while you're sleeping?
I don't usually. It does go to my phone, but I like to turn it off. So I don't want to be awoken by people in the night.
Sure.
Jared, do you want to check your mic? I can't really hear you very well.
You can't hear me very well?
There you go. You're speaking up now.
You're okay. You're sounding okay.
All right. Let me know
you could go up a notch, but that's boring stuff that no one needs to hear about. I have a
There's
fun...
a notch.
No, I like a notch. That actually sounds a lot better.
Cool.
Dennis, this might be one of your last times ever here.
What? Yeah, it might. You're right.
Well, it could be.
I'm going to be leaving the country on election day.
I wonder why.
I'm going to vote, and then I'm going to leave, and it's possible that I'll become an immigrant somewhere else, and then be a return immigrant.
Well, America's about to do a cool purge, so...
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if it's not going to be a purge, is it?
Well...
No, I think if
you don't know that.
If there was the purge, what crimes would you guys do?
Crimes?
Yeah.
Jaywalking.
Well,
not illegal in New York
anymore. That's right, dude.
You can jaywalk in New York?
Yeah, you sure can.
Right.
Because they were arresting, it was 92% of people stopped were black people.
Yeah,
and
that's the problem. Is that
according to Matt Walsh, that just means they need to jaywalk less. It's not racism. It's just black people like to jaywalk, according to Matt Walsh.
No, it's intentional, and it's trying to pat down people.
What do you know, dude?
It's stop and frisk 2.0.
It is. Yeah, it's I can't think of it synonyms quickly.
Sorry. Tonight's about
smoking cigarettes indoors.
Yeah, that does sound kind of fun.
That's what I'm going to do.
I never smoked, but I always thought it would be fun to do that inside.
I would rob a bunch of banks.
It's going to be a grim show, folks.
Okay.
I'm really sorry about it. Awful things happen, not a lot of fun, but also, I guess we should start locally. First of all, they found that missing girl.
They did.
That's really awful. Woman was missing for
Closure's good.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I've heard a lot of people being fairly skeptical of, they're not so willing to move on quite yet. They want to know what the actual autopsy is because they still, for some reason, believe the husband did it.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know much about the story, but you find a body in a river.
Yeah. So
there's no answer as to why it got there. It could be tons of things.
This was kind of a wild story.
On here.
Yeah.
So this is local.
Yeah,
This is very local.
This happened last year on New Year's Eve, right, Dennis?
Was it on New Year's Eve?
I think it was
December 30th. Morning hours of December 30th.
Yes,
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so this woman named Eva Prather went missing that night. Yeah, so the early morning hours of December 30th. So we weren't quite New Year's, but Yeah, just missing without a trace. Went outside, no shoes, no coat, and
Service.
well, I guess not. They weren't able to track her down, and they weren't able to track her down until a body was recovered from the Clark Fork River on October 13th, and it was confirmed actually today that it was
Smile killers.
It was not the smiley face killer. I do jog by several.
Oh, it says that she did leave her home on December 31st. So I don't know what that date was.
So it was early. It was late night on the 30th. So it was like 1 a.m. So 31st morning technically. But
okay.
Yeah. I mean, really, really awful situation. A lot of people. There was a lot of like statewide and region-wide flyering campaigns to try to find her. There's a lot of word on the street because apparently she was suffering from a manic episode, and she had had some mental health struggles during, I guess, in the past, and people were concerned that maybe she was just hiding for a long time.
Sure.
And then, they found her body, but a lot of people, especially there's certain Reddit groups or Facebook groups and Reddit subreddits that are still suspicious of the husband, which, I mean...
Well, I think that whenever you find a body, you can have some more answers.
I would hope.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine, like, she had kids, she had a husband, and then, like, being the husband, let's just say he didn't do anything, which I believe is likely, right?
Sure.
Imagine like the suspicion continuing after this body's found. First of all, you found your wife is dead, and now people are still accusing you. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, I mean,
there's no real evidence to say that he did it.
Yeah, I hope that I'm glad there's closure. That's all.
I hope so. So yeah, Eva Prather. I think there was an update on the GoFundMe page. It says, "Our hearts broke with the news as we held out hope, however slim, for a different outcome." That was the husband. While the coming months will be difficult, we are certain that this news will eventually lead to some closure for our family and those close to Eva. But this situation hasn't quite resolved yet. And in fact, it's kind of a bit of a mystery up until recently. This is not too far away. Big Sky? You ever been to Big Sky?
I have, yeah.
Turning now to a disturbing story out of Montana. A 911 caller reported that his friend had been killed by a bear inside of his tent. Police now...
Mm-hmm.
Jared, you can't hear?
No, my bad. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm stupid.
No, you're fine.
A 911 caller reported that his friend had been killed by a bear inside of his tent. Police now believe he was murdered. 35-year-old Dustin.
So how bad does it have to be to originally be believed to be a bear attack, and then it's actually just a grisly murder?
Yeah. Well, I mean, grisly.
Rough.
Great point.
Gersom was found dead in his tent this weekend near Big Sky, Montana. His friend reportedly got concerned after he said Dustin didn't check in. After finding his body, he then called first responders, saying that Dustin appeared to have been mauled by a bear. Officials, though, found no sign of a bear attack. Investigators say they later found evidence of a, quote, vicious attack.
Which makes me believe that maybe the initial report of it being a grizzly bear is not super relevant.
Sure, yeah.
Just a friend who, I mean, imagine you find me. I'm an experienced camper, right?
Sure.
I love going out and tenting. Is that what it's called?
Tenting.
Yeah.
Pitching a tent.
Well, okay, come on now. I do that all the time.
I do, usually.
Okay, and
in public.
You find my
Waking
tent
up.
full of...
We're just gonna go down that path.
Full of parts of me. Yeah, that's bad. You might think, hey,
yeah,
that's a grizzly bear.
Probably a grizzly.
Probably a grizzly bear. So, yeah. Well, turns out.
Now, law enforcement is warning people in the area to stay vigilant as they look for a suspect.
This is definitely going to be one of those difficult investigations because our leads are limited, but we are making some strides in that matter. Hopefully, the autopsy gives us some information tomorrow.
So if anyone was in the Moose Creek area, as you can see, it's east of Highway 191 or has game cameras perhaps in that area between Thursday and Sunday morning, the sheriff's office says to please reach out to authorities. Also coming up on Creme 2 News at 5 tonight, we'll hear more from the victim's sister.
So sad.
They found the guy.
Yeah, great. You see this big list of clips that I'm gonna...
No, I don't look at your notes.
No, well, that's probably good.
That's a crazy story. I wonder if they found the guy. That's what I said.
Is that what you said?
An emotional plea after a Montana man was found viciously killed inside his tent while he was camping. The person who found him told authorities they thought the victim had been mauled by a...
All right, Dennis spoiled it. It's Yogi Bear.
Yogi
the Bear.
Yep.
He did it.
He put him in his picnic basket.
Hey, boo-boo, we gotta get out of here.
Hey, Dennis, we gotta scram. The park ranger, Byron.
He's got an alibi. He was getting picnic baskets. We all know that. All right, let's jump
hit that bongo noise and post.
Of course.
when they run away.
Like the scramble noise.
Yeah. Here we go.
There's been an arrest in the case of a Montana man initially thought to have been killed in a bear attack. Gallatin County Sheriff's Office says Darren Christopher Abbey is in custody and charged with the murder of this man, Dustin Gersom. Sheriff's Office held a press conference today to update the community on the investigation.
This appears to be a heinous crime committed by an individual who had no regard for the life of Dustin Gersom. This individual removed items from the campsite he believed had evidence that could tie him to the crime. He removed the items he had touched, to include the cooler, the firearms, and the axe, and he returned to the crime the following night and removed further items. This is the behavior of a guilty subject who thought they could get away with murder.
3 weeks ago, a friend found Gersom dead in his tent. Initially, it was believed Gersom had been attacked by a bear, but further investigation, as you heard, revealed he was the victim of what investigators called a brutal murder.
Yeah, so apparently this guy here was arrested. His name is Darren Christopher Abbey, and...
Okay.
Oh boy!
I mean,
I did not see that first line there.
Yes, the swastika bearing suspect with
Yeah.
an extensive multi-state criminal history. Yeah.
Oh, look at his necklace too in the picture. We're not even.
Oh wait, is that what do we got there?
It's a big old Thor's hammer.
I wonder what the fuck happened. Apparently, they.
He confessed and said it was self-defense.
That's what he said. So they, the victim. What was the name of the victim? I want to make sure that we
Go back. It's up at the top there. Dustin.
So Dustin was camping by himself, and this guy came across his campsite, and I think that they had some sort of, not argument, but discussion about it. He's like, oh, I was going to stay here.
Sure.
And so supposedly Dustin said, hey, why don't you sit down and have a beer with me around the campfire? We'll talk. And they did that.
Is that what he's saying happened?
I think so. And there must be some sort of evidence that points towards this. This is just what was said during the press conference. And then Darren hit him in the head with a large piece of wood.
Mm-hmm.
And then stabbed him in the neck with a screwdriver.
Faces of Death style?
Oh no, I don't recall that scene.
Yeah.
Wait, should we clank our dues, Dennis?
Hell yeah, dude. Get me on there. Ready? Come pie.
Oh, actually, no. Have Dennis pass.
Yeah, I'll pass it up to you. Here you go.
Okay. Wait. Let me put it down first. I'm like
Okay.
watching it in the video.
This is great for the people
right.
watching live.
Here you go.
And no. Jared.
Too slow.
Jared, you got to go lower.
All right, here you go. Have one,
I
man.
can't. Okay, but yeah. But here's the thing: is that
No,
I can't
Dennis
see
has
you
to
guys
go
doing it in real time.
That's true. Okay, so
All right.
I'll.
And I'm going up. Here's that do for you.
There you go. Oh wow. So you got to watch the replay, of course.
Great job, Jared.
This is going to be available at youtube.com/Frightday if you want to watch the video version of all this. Yeah.
Great. What a lovely experience.
Great.
For the
You're going to love
watchers.
seeing Dennis pass Jared a Mountain Dew through cyberspace.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
amazing.
Really, really cool.
Willy Wonka style.
So hit him in the head with a log, stabbed him in the neck with a screwdriver.
Oh,
and
it's like shit. JD Vance is pissed.
oh no.
I'm gonna keep drinking it though. It's cold.
Yeah, it's probably pretty good. And then one of the ways that they found him or tied him to the scene was that they found his DNA on the beer. Right? Yeah.
What kind of beer was it?
I don't know. That woke stuff, Bud Light.
Probably Bud Light.
But yeah, it's really awful. It sounded like this guy was a good guy, carpenter, good guy, worked with his hands, salt of the earth dude, and his life was brutally taken.
Sometime after he welcomed him to the campsite and offered him a beer.
Is this according to?
Right here.
Yeah, right there. Either way, the motive of the attack is still unknown. Sounds like this. I mean, it's funny because they ran through a list of his previous crimes, which were, I believe, like mostly fighting police officers, resisting arrest kind of stuff.
Okay.
I don't know how correlated that is to like unprovoked murder.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously, I'm curious about what happened. I don't believe a self-defense claim, of course, because no one would kill somebody with a screwdriver in self-defense.
and then go try to hide the evidence later.
Yeah. But I think about things like this, and like sometimes I'll say something stupid to somebody, and then that'll live with me forever, and I'll be like, I bet they fucking hate me for my stupid comment or whatever. I cannot imagine the anxiety of murdering
having
somebody.
taken a life and then trying to get away with it.
If I hurt somebody like by like accidentally stabbing their hand with a knife at Subway or something.
If I caused any significant like monetary damage to someone, I would feel that would haunt me.
It'd be heartbreaking. And gosh, I don't know how you could live with murder.
Well, this guy does, and I don't want to say it, does sound like a criminal, and not saying all criminals.
He is a criminal.
Yeah,
like he's allegedly a more advanced criminal, but he definitely has been a criminal.
Burglary, DUI, aggravated assault on a police officer, malicious harassment in 6 states.
Innocent harassment.
Yeah, it's just
benevolent harassment.
I was just goofing around.
I was just goofing.
Yeah, so this was an interesting, weird case, huh? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bummer, but I'm glad there's closure. The closure's the situation
Let's just hope they go to trial. Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of closure coming out.
Yeah.
I say lock that Nazi piece of shit up. I don't care if he did it in self-defense.
Nazi punks fuck off, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Get him out of here.
This is just a segment I call.
Get him out of here.
All right.
Oh, nice.
You're holding an IKEA butter knife there, Jared. Very cool.
They don't gotta know it's IKEA. They don't need to know my drip.
Hey, I have the same one. Don't worry about it. It's okay. This is someone I call Sicko of the Day. Okay. Another Darren. Okay. Was the other guy Darren?
I don't know.
I
forgot the name immediately.
I closed the window so fast.
Abby.
Was it? Oh, well, let's pretend it's a Darren. No, it's the Ava Prather story.
That's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This guy, a guy named Darren.
Christopher Abbey.
Bit a teenage girl in the face, and she needed 50 stitches. God. Yeah, bit off part of her nose while she was riding a bus. Yeah.
No.
Not good.
Oh, you got to sign up to read the free article.
Oh, my God. I already... Let's see if I can 12-foot ladder this.
Do it, bro. Do it.
Is this illegal?
Steal it.
It's 12foot.io.
Thanks, Dennis.
Free mover.
I'm a really good... I love using... Ooh, it looks beautiful. At least.
It looks so good.
This looks good. At least we'll get to read the text of this story.
Maybe.
Look
at that scroll bar you got.
All right, you're right. I should... They have this nailed, huh? All right. Well, I guess that story's not happening today.
Okay, so let's read everything. Let's read everything we can.
Yeah.
Remove paywall.com.
Oh my God, it's okay.
Just buy it, dude. Subscribe to all of it.
Here we go. It popped up on this one for some reason.
Nope.
Why did it change? Now I have to
do incognito, bro.
I'll read it over here.
Well, that's weird. It shows on this screen?
It did, which doesn't really make any sense. A university student has spoken... well, now it went away. Okay. The internet sucks, honestly.
Try this.
How was your Halloween, Dennis, while I figured this out?
Mine was great, dude.
What'd you
do? My wife and I, we did a run, a scavenger hunt. My wife. We did a scavenger hunt. Whoa. And for the scavenger hunt, it was a run. So we had like clues, and we had to go and run to the different places to get our stamps.
Yeah.
And I dressed up. I had a sign that said Dennis Weber 2024.
So you're running for...
I was running for office. That was my outfit.
Okay.
And my wife had a bunch of balloons taped to her that said problems, so they would drag behind her, and she was running from her problems.
You guys are having a great time out there.
Just punning, dude. Just punning.
Punning up and down.
Yeah, we punned a marathon.
Okay.
We pan a marathon.
You did a marathon? How far? I missed that part. How?
It was not a marathon.
It's like 5 miles?
It was like 4 miles, yeah.
It's a 5K?
Yeah.
Cool. That's exciting. I ended up watching Bar Rescue, an episode called John Ain't Afraid of No Ghosts.
Ooh.
Where John Taffer was investigating and trying to repair, and train a bar that was haunted by ghosts.
Okay.
And the staff was horrified of this situation. They were the owner was too scared to enter the building by himself.
Okay.
So they got rid of the ghost.
Wow.
And John
Good for
actually
John.
I don't know if he did. He had 2 mediums come in, but then like did a bunch of like disrespectful shit, like we will never be afraid of this ghost. Like shouts all the time. I'm like, as soon as you leave, I feel like if ghosts are real, it's gonna be like mad.
The
about
ghosts
all
are
this.
going to put the roaches back into the tequila as soon as he leaves.
Oh, I remember that
it's
episode
disgusting
too.
for a reason. I played at that place.
Oh, really? What was that one called?
Yeah. It was a place called Headhunters.
That's right. Yeah. I watched that episode. That was foul. That was really gross.
Do you
It's
think
disgusting. I drank the roach.
Ugh. Was
I
it
know I
cheap?
did.
Was the owner there?
I got it for free, dude. I'm the talent.
See, that's another reason John
We
would
played,
come. You
and
shouldn't be giving away
just
booze
so that
like
you
that.
have an idea. Well, no, I mean I'm the talent. I get to play. The we get to.
I don't think
drink
John
tickets,
believes in drink
you know?
tickets. Yeah.
Well, the night was called Tata Tuesdays, and they had these burlesque dancers.
Yeah,
on the,
John hated that.
he
was not a fan of
the
that.
bar top, like Coyote Ugly or something.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to start burlesque?
Okay. So
Is
a
that
teen
when we
need-
do it?
Yeah, dude.
A teen needs 50 stitches after a stranger, quote, sank his teeth into her face,
Why do you
quote.
have to say it like that? Sank his teeth? That's so like,
Well,
sank my teeth.
This
I
is
was like,
why.
"Yeah."
Because
Like
she
mash
continued
him.
saying, like a dog with a toy.
But
It's evocative.
when I say sink my teeth into it, it's like I can't
Steak.
wait to eat that.
Sure. Wait,
know,
or then like a...
Like when you're like, oh, I can't wait to sink my teeth into that cake.
Oh, sure. I see what you're saying.
Right?
Big
yes.
juicy steak.
Yeah, like the double da cheese burger.
I'm Jared. I'm here at Fogo de Chao. I can't wait to sink my teeth into this big juicy steak.
I was going to continue what I was saying. So after John left, I mean, the improvements they made, they added a mirror with like a switch that you could switch, and it shows like the face of like an EP on the show or something.
Oh, like
pretending it was a ghost.
It's like Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, kind of. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Haunt my bar.
Wait a second. And then they had a button that would flip a book off of like a bookshelf in the bar. And
Nice.
he's like, how cool is this? And I'm like, I don't know. I think if there was a real ghost, they'd be like, this is offensive, right? It's like,
Yeah, the ghost would be like, why are you appropriating my culture?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about it. It's like we have like a double-sided mirror. What if the real ghost shows up behind the guy when they flip the light? Right?
Yeah.
Then they flip it back off, and then there's still a ghost there, right?
Yeah. That's could be very spooky.
I don't believe in ghosts.
I don't
Ella
either.
Dowling, 19, needed 50 stitches, and that's a lot.
That's a ton of stitches.
After a stranger attacked her, biting her mouth and nose as she took the bus home from school. The teen said the man, quote, again, sank his teeth into her face and was like a dog with a toy, moving his head side to side. She said she smiles and speaks differently now and is dealing with PTSD from the attack, but said she hopes to, quote, get back to the bubbly and outgoing person she was before the November 2023 incident.
Jeez Louise.
So there's a censored photo, but it seems like he, got the front of her nose and most of her upper lip there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the situation happened. In her words, I noticed him when we got on the bus. He was strange. And she's talking to the Daily Mail, so take all this with a grain of salt. It's pretty clear that she got bit in the face by a man.
Yeah.
But I'm talking
Allegedly.
about the editorializing of whenever they decided.
Yeah.
He continued to harass the girls as they made their way to the open seats, even though, quote, we told him to leave us alone. When she sat down with her friends, the man suddenly attacked her seemingly out of nowhere, but she couldn't scream because he, quote, had my lip in his mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not good. It took my friends a few seconds to realize what he was doing, and then they started screaming at him to get him off me. The pain was horrific. I could feel his whole body shaking. When I looked down at my clothes after, they were all covered in blood. The pain I felt when he sank his teeth into my face was something which will stay with me forever. He was like a dog with a toy.
Yikes.
I knew if I didn't, because she apparently braced her hands around his back, the back of his head to stop him from pulling back, because she knew if he didn't, or if she didn't do that, that he would rip her lip and nose off completely. Terrible. What a brutal attack, huh?
Yeah, yikes. What happened to the
Yeah,
guy?
she just has some like bite
6-year
marks
jail
now.
sentence.
6 years, lifelong restraining order. I mean,
6 years.
that's I don't know, not enough.
That's not enough
in
time.
my opinion.
No.
Not
That's like-
enough.
It's like she's gonna have those marks for the rest of her life
Yeah.
on
And-
her face.
And well, and it's traumatizing. Like, some people get bit by dogs, and that's its own
Yeah.
trauma. But this is like an intentional attack.
Think about
Like,
the
this is-
trauma of kissing somebody after that.
Yeah,
That's gonna fuck you up
Everything
hard.
feels different. A man approaching you, like if you were, I don't know. Yeah, this is just awful. I was just gonna say, like, that's gonna affect her for the rest of her life. Like, if she has a partner that, like, not surprises her with a kiss, but you know what I'm saying. Like, there's
Totally.
That's just that's awful.
Yeah.
When I was like probably 4, I was on a slide and I stood up at the top and I just fell off backwards and I chomped my front teeth through my bottom lip.
Oh no.
And,
Nice, dude.
I still have that scar. So I'm just saying, like, that's that was some fucking
Did you guys hear that Sum 41 came and played for at her hospital room?
Is that true?
two
No.
decades and some kind of
No,
years.
that was a fat
But I
lip
still-
joke.
but-
Oh,
crazy.
that's funny.
Yep. Ba-da-da-da.
Remember Scar's story with Papa Roach?
Oh, no.
I just opened that.
Oh, we just spilled some racist drink.
That's okay.
Should we
yeah,
do a please stand by?
Uh,
You're
buy it?
dripping. You're dripping.
Oh, let's just tilt the whole table. Grab a towel from the bathroom.
BRB. We'll be
Thanks,
back.
Dennis. No, I'm still here. Don't worry about it.
Is it a Diet Mountain Dew? We go do zero.
Yeah, it's a diet dew, but it'll be all right. Do you remember Papa Roach Scarred on MTV?
Of course.
I used to like that show. I thought it was actually kind of good. Is there not a towel just in there on the hook, Dennis? There's a pantry. Sorry, now it sounds like I have a large house that's large enough to have a pantry. All right.
Do you not? They must have.
I have a
reformulated
pantry.
this. Do zero's tasting a little different right now.
All right. So that was fun and nice. Thanks, Dennis, for grabbing that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. You guys see the Rizzler on Jimmy Fallon?
I don't know what the Rizzler is.
Yeah, he was not having him. He didn't like it. This is where your show's at now, Jimby.
What's the Rizzler?
Well, we'll explain in a second. I just
Okay, I'll explain. You.
Yeah, we're getting reconnected here.
You put one eye down like this,
Okay.
and then you
Yeah.
put the other eyebrow up like this.
Yeah.
And then you hit him with the,
suck in
this
your
thing.
cheeks. Chuck it.
I was sucking the cheek.
Come on, man.
What is this?
Okay, I don't know if we're gonna get hit for the Rizzler, but
Is the Rizzler a character?
the Rizzler's a little boy.
What is this?
Pardon the interruption. If you'd like to hear the full 13-minute explanation and exploration of the Rizzler, AJ, and Big Justice, visit thefrightdaysociety.org. And now, on with the show.
Hope you had
Wow.
a fun time learning about.
Can we go back to death?
Yeah.
I'd rather see stories of death.
Wow, that was cut. That was too hot for the main feed.
Yeah, that's
Was
too-
us actually discussing the Rizzler for about 40 minutes. It wasn't 40 minutes, but okay.
Imagine the Rizzler having a serious conversation with an agent.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Oh,
I know.
he's going to be in like 10 movies this year.
Just
He's gonna
imagine
get
being
the-
in that meeting when there's like a
He's going to
disagreement.
put us in the dirt. He's going to make more money this year than I will have made in 30 years.
Of course. Because he has a funny face.
It's not funny, Dennis. It's a great face. And hope this doesn't happen to you ever, Dennis, because I care about you and respect you.
More today about the life of photographer Amanda Gallagher, who died in an accident Saturday when she backed into an airplane spinning propeller.
All right, so.
Yikes. This is better to watch than the Rizzler, but yikes.
All right.
This is Derek Lytle speaking to members of the local photography community who say Amanda had a special spirit. Derek.
Yeah, Jeff, friends of Amanda Gallagher tell me they're heartbroken.
All right, I don't.
This is adult Rizzler right here, just so you know.
Say,
That's what the Rizzler's gonna be.
I mean, this is a very
so.
serious subject.
He's doing the fucking Riz face.
He does have one eyebrow. Holy shit, he actually is doing the Riz face.
He's doing the Riz face.
So we're talking about this local news broadcaster here with a black button-up, a purple bow tie, and I don't even know, gray plaid overcoat from maybe a Goodwill.
With both buttons buttoned?
Yeah, well, you would say only the top. Is that
only the top, yes.
Is that how this should work?
Never the bottom.
Ever the bottom?
Never.
Huh. Why do they have it there?
I don't know.
All right.
But take solace in knowing that she died doing what she loved, photographing others, capturing their memories. Amanda Gallagher died Saturday afternoon, hit by a running plane propeller.
Corey from the chat says, this is my Wichita news crew, my man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
On the ground while photographing
representation matters.
Yeah.
Skydivers. Amanda's good friend and co-worker David Wallace says she had a large influence on everyone.
She impacted everyone.
He says Amanda worked as a rigger for the local 190, setting up many downtown Wichita concerts, but that she fell in love with photography. David says he is thankful for the memories he has now to remember her through her work.
I actually, teared up during this time.
The time she died? Is that supposed to be surprising, David?
I wouldn't be surprised, David.
You might be surprised to hear this, but
his friend.
When she died, I felt sad.
Yeah, I actually cried.
I felt trauma.
I'll admit
Not
it.
even cry.
A little of trauma.
Up.
A little bit of trauma. I teared up a little bit.
Got a little well. Hey, that's like a normal response.
Hey, man, David, you can say it. It's fine.
It's okay.
All right, let's hear what else he has to say.
Just going back through and we're never going to have that time again.
Amanda's good friend Tori was at their photography studio when she got word her friend had passed. She says they now live through the small messages she would leave for them around the office.
I find beauty in the tragedy, and it's like, I feel like often we as people tend to overlook the little things that people are leaving for us, and like the notes, it just kind of reminds you over time of like.
These are nice. Hope you do something today that makes you feel alive! Exclamation point. Remember, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. That's a kind of a close ripoff of the log line from. Oh, really? I was going to say from the film Twisters. If you dream it, what's it? You can if you can dream it, do it. What is the line? I liked that movie, Twisters. Dream it. Did you watch that one, Dennis?
I watched the original Twister, but not the new one.
Really? Oh, it was great.
I haven't had any time until recently.
Get excited. Yeah, you're going to be fine, Dennis. You got plenty of time ahead of you.
Like that message.
Amanda leaving a lasting impact through the lens of a camera.
They took some absolutely beautiful photos of me, and I'll just always remember that light in her eyes when I met her. She was a sweetheart.
Wait, how wrong am I, David? If you can dream it, chase it? That's what it is, right? Oh, that's from Field of Dreams? I could be wrong.
If you build it, they will come.
They will come. Me through photography.
Seeing everybody come together under the.
So she backed into a plane propeller?
Sounds like she kind of backed into it / it was moving at her.
Oh, man. I got to tell you.
She sounds like maybe she was not paying attention, and then she got pink misted.
Well, yeah. I for a long time worked at an airport for an airline on the ramp. Yeah, you don't want to get near any sort of propellers or jet engines. I think that's probably pretty obvious, right?
I've had local aviation companies reach out to me about doing photos for them. And
how'd you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I gave them a quote and then they never booked me. But this is pretty wild.
Injury sustained from backing into an active plane propeller. Oh, wow. Okay. So skydiving company. She was was she doing photography, like mid-air photography? Would you ever do that, Dennis?
Like
skydive photography?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I have no interest in that. I don't think I could do that. I don't want to jump from the plane. I want to remain in the plane
from the sky.
I mean, that could be kind of fun, huh? I bet there's lots of photographers who have done engagement shoots midair or something.
Probably not that many.
Not a lot, like less than 100.
Probably.
So this is a small market. So
Untapped market for sure.
Well, I think there's probably not that much demand for it.
Well,
but okay.
People,
So
I don't know if you're gonna have that kind of attitude about it. You could really pitch this. Yeah.
Here it is. After the airplane landed, for unknown reasons, as the next group of jumpers were boarding, she moved in front of the wing, a violation of basic safety procedures.
Well.
Yeah, that's very much a CYA statement.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
With her camera up to shoot photos as she did so, she stepped back slightly, moving toward and into the spinning propeller.
I mean, God damn it.
Wait, so this was in Wichita and not New York, where jaywalking is now legal, and the plane was like, "Hey, I'm walking here.
I'm walking
All
here."
right, okay, tying it back. Great work, Jared. This is why I pay you.
And JD do.
Yes, I will pay for that Mountain Dew in your hand if that helps.
Somebody in the chat said more people have died on the ground at that skydiving facility than have died in the air.
Wow, that's a fact. That's really interesting. Wow.
This is pretty wild.
Pretty wild.
There's lots of videos of photographers backing into fountains at weddings, and so I feel like it's this is just the skydiver photographer's fountain.
Hit
the Benny Hill theme.
I'm not gonna hit that. I should get it on the board though. Let's see. Do I have the Riz theme?
Oh, I don't want to hear that.
I'll just sing it for you. It's fine.
No.
It's just kind of like
we're not doing any more Rizzler stuff because they all got cut from the show. Great. Well, yeah. What do you think it is, Dennis? I mean, I know that's kind of a major plot.
What do you mean? What I think it is?
Well, it's a photographer's skill to not like to
be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just general spatial awareness, but it's harder when you have a camera up to your face.
Well, I think it happened. It was a pivotal plot point in the film Civil War about wartime photographers, and
never watched it.
Oh, so
I shoot weddings.
Of course. Well.
So I bump into the cake table sometimes.
You can't be too like sucked into the camera. You gotta be aware of your surroundings, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
of course. Great,
especially if the stakes are high. If I was shooting on a cliff, I would be
probably pretty aware.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I know we talked a little bit about Halloween. Did we wrap up our personal Halloween adventures, Jared? Did you do anything?
Halloween. So I'm out here and I'm working like 11 hours and I'm going home and I'm sitting there falling asleep watching Jubilee video.
Were you watching the Destiny versus 25 conservatives? Yeah.
I did. And turns out the same way that they respond in Facebook comments is the same way that they talk IRL.
Yeah, that was a wild ride. I think Jubilee is a war crime. I think that
it's very strange. I don't know.
Whatever they're doing over there. No, I think it's bad. I don't like what they're up to. But sounds like a fun Halloween you had. That was just yesterday, wasn't it? Wow.
Yeah, yesterday.
It so quickly turns into like the holiday season after Halloween.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know how I feel about it, from being real. But we have another hayride adventure. This is not a follow-up. It's just an additional story for this year's, I guess, total of incidents that have happened. Hayride horror. Teen run over at the, quote, haunted hayride and left with horror injuries. This must be from, oh, interesting. It's from the U.S. Sun. I always thought it was odd when people describe things as horror blank, I think it's a British thing, right?
Yeah.
Horror injuries. Tractor came to abrupt halt with wheel on her back. So it was running over her and the tractor stops and he goes, what's going on? And then it remained on her back with the wheel. So
yikes.
Not great. In an ambulance, Carrie learned her daughter had reportedly been asking for her mom. Oh no.
The power of motherhood.
God, is that the leg?
Yeesh.
Teen was left pinned under a tractor after a Halloween haunted hayride. It took a shocking twist. Giada Lanzieri. Yeah.
Lanzieri.
Nice. Was working on the ride when she was run over by a tractor and strapped under the wheel. In what position was she working?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Maybe she was a ghoul.
Wow.
Yeah.
Joker.
At Seven Cedars, great shocking incident at Seven Cedars Farms haunted hayride in Rhode Island on the night of October 28th. Oh, this is last year. Oh, it's a follow-up. All right, so, I mean, it happens. Reliving the moment later, 14-year-old schoolgirl was working as a scare actor on the night of the incidents. That night, it was her job to jump onto the tractor and frighten the trailer full of visitors being towed behind. You shouldn't be jumping on a moving tractor, right? I don't think you...
Tom Cruise did.
Well, he does his own stunts.
And the famous movie Mission Hayride.
Okay.
Haywire.
We're all really tired, huh?
6 feet under.
I don't remember much, but I remember jumping on it. She told local CBS affiliate. At that moment, everything went black. Somehow the trailer wheel was on my back. I remember throwing up, and everyone was saying to stop the tractor.
Stop the tractor right on her back.
That is
stay on her back.
There's something about...
wait, did we may have actually covered this.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think?
No,
this
no.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
I don't recall wheel on the back or vomiting during it from pain and squishing.
This terrifies me because like I would hate to be one of those like it's Scary Wood or something, and then you scream and no one believes
is that when
it.
you wake up and it's gone?
What?
Is that when you wake up and it's gone?
Is that a like a wood joke, like a boner joke?
Scary Wood?
Okay, I see what we got going on here.
Jared looks so proud of himself.
Jared, you gotta go to bed, my guy. Might actually need to just have you log off, I think.
We're gonna kick you from the channel.
You're all right. Yeah, this is awful.
But that'd be my biggest fear is like screaming for like real help.
Yeah.
And people are like, whoa, the actors are so good.
I feel like it's a trope that doesn't get used in horror films enough.
It doesn't.
Because you're in an environment where if someone was chasing people with a real chainsaw, like they can kind of get away with it for a little bit.
Yeah. Has there ever been a horror movie like that? Like classic corn maze with one guy who's really killing people?
There's the Alexandria Daddario remake of Texas Chainsaw. It might have been Texas Chainsaw 3D, where they end up at a corn maze, but they don't use it very well.
Okay.
So, probably one of the most... Okay. What were the injuries? Fractures to her lower extremities, internal concussion, internal trauma. Awful.
Yeah, it's terrible. Is she walking now?
I wonder. Oh, wait. The farm was ordered to pay a $7,000
fine. Jesus.
All right. Well, that'll do it.
And it's back up and running.
Well, good.
It's going again. Come visit the crazy attraction that almost killed a 14-year-old schoolgirl.
We'll show you where the girl got hurt.
Do you just want to go through the you might like?
No, this is actually awful. I'm realizing just how bad the world is.
Yeah, it's fine. Moment killer lures ex into alley before knifing her 36 times.
Mom's eerie warning before intentionally jumping to her death with 2 kids. Oh, it looks like over a waterfall. Cool.
Yikes.
Yeah, the world's scary and bad.
And, where will you be? Yep, it's going to be November 23rd.
We're back to the Rizzler. And
boom!
That story gets 5 big booms.
Boom!
All right.
Boom, 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 boom.
I want Byron to watch One Skippy Toilet before we're done.
Well,
Jared.
no, because
we can do it privately.
Yes. We have cut all of that talk from the show. You missed it. Next time, if you don't want to miss it, go to live.frightday.com every other Friday. 7 charged after allegedly living in dead man's Cobb home, stealing money and car. 7 people were living in a dead guy's house?
I mean, it's a big house.
Well, it could be big, and he's not using it.
You want to do a download real quick?
I don't really want to. Let's see if we can avoid this ad.
There is a skip ad button.
At 6 people living inside the home of a dead man in Cobb County, spending his money, his body still inside.
Eating
Those
his food.
accusations facing 7 so-called squatters.
Yeah, the story is real.
Uh-oh.
What else would you call
Do you think it started with 1, and then some guy's like, hey, man, I got a place.
I know a place.
I don't know. He's got a theme song.
Where I gave up on it pretty quick. My brain's all scrambled.
At least you got that nice couch back there, though. Jared's got a new couch for folks who don't know.
That looks nice.
Yeah, look at that couch.
You sleep on that thing ever?
Oh yeah, I slept on it when Destiny was talking.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. This is the corner right here too.
Oh yeah, you stretch out.
I put my back right here, and then I went long ways across it.
Dude, that's the best.
I like a good couch.
Donked.
Yep.
It was really nice.
Atlanta News First reporter Chelsea Beinfor is at the home on Harold Avenue in Smyrna, northwest of Atlanta.
Oh, I'm going to Atlanta next week.
Oh, nice. Why are you going there?
Atlanta.
I'm getting flight out for the Up and Vanished live show.
Nice. Grab a burger at the Vortex for me.
Okay, I'll look into that.
This is the driveway of
Magic
that
City.
home. It is so overgrown. You can't even see the front of the property, and that's exactly why Cobb County
If
Police
you see a
think they
faded
leave
sign at the
this
side
house.
of the road that says 15 miles to the mummy's house.
Okay.
He's in a severe state of decomposition.
No.
It's called mummification.
During a welfare check earlier this month, Cobb County Police found 71-year-old Robert Westbrook dead, laying in a bathtub inside his home on Harold Avenue. They noticed something else peculiar about the home, too.
It was ransacked. There was
I'm
drawers that were
headed down the Atlanta highway.
His master bedroom was completely just disheveled.
Police estimate Westbrook had been dead for about 3 months, but there was evidence
Wow.
of food and trash that indicated someone else may have been living there. The day after that welfare check, police got another 911 call about people on the property. When police arrived, they found 4 suspects with some of Westbrook's property loaded into their vehicle.
What do you think wait, after how long?
3 months.
So why were they leaving shit in their car? I guess, I don't know. Where else are they going?
It could be. Well, it could just be that this guy died in the bathtub, and then people chanced upon his house and robbed him.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, this is just classic,
Squatting.
Yeah.
But there's a guy in there. So.
Yeah. They might not have even known.
No, they knew.
I don't know.
You don't. Okay, you're a lawyer now. I see it. I see what you're doing. You're setting up a defense.
Could they have not known? Yes.
Great. Why don't you prove it?
Prove that they know.
Prove that they know.
Can you prove you know anything?
Great.
There was like some speakers, some computer equipment. There was
What was
a bunch
what
of
was on the
mail.
speaker? Do you think? What was
Detective
listening
Daniel
to?
Caduto also noticed Westbrook's car had vanished from the driveway. License plate readers led police to a nearby gas station where they found the vehicle and 3 more suspects.
They had the victim's credit cards. They had some checks from him. They had made purchases inside of the gas station. They were playing the lottery machines inside of the gas station.
They got a bunch of cups of ice.
Man, you gotta pay for those. You can't. Those aren't free. I saw a hack on TikTok.
Yeah.
Where a guy, he said, check this out. You can just put a Red Bull in one of those fountain cups and fill it up with ice and water, and then just say it's ice and pay for the cup.
Like open the Red Bull and put it in the thing.
Nope, just put a can in there and fill it with
The whole
ice.
can.
Yeah.
So just steal Red Bull,
Stealing
but
is the
disguising
hack.
it in ice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
Put it in your pocket and just say, I don't have anything by.
You go past the alarm. And then you're still
past the alarm.
spending
What do you?
There's no. They've got like NFC magnetic chips.
They're not tagging a
You're
drink.
first off, you're like, it's a gas station. It's not that big of a space. you
Yeah.
know?
Combini.
You're like, oh, I put it back. I just put it back. And they're like, you didn't do that because I was watching you the whole time. It's just you in here.
Yeah, I saw you grab a Red Bull and put in a cup.
Gen Z is really clever.
It's kind of like that
I'm really good at this stuff.
That ATM hack or that glitch that people said that they could do, and they're all getting sued by Chase.
Yeah,
or
you
whatever.
can't just steal, take money.
Yeah.
Like even if the machine's broken, you can't just. That's not how it works.
Neighbors like so.
But if a guy dies in a house, anyone who gets
It's
there
your house.
first, it's yours.
Yeah, it's your house.
Yeah, that's squatters' rights, dude.
I kind of feel. I mean, I'm tempted to feel like that's not a.
What
bad
is he
deal.
using it?
Yeah.
Sofia De Silva say they had no idea
He's
what had
got
been
all
going
these
on at
corn
the house
cobs in here.
until police showed up that they knew something was wrong.
I was pretty scared because it was the first time I felt like, oh my gosh, the neighborhood's not safe.
Cobb police say
The guy died.
Well, if you
reminder
stay
to keep an eye
alive.
out on your neighborhood.
You have an elderly neighbor, check on them. If you see that their house is overgrown, check on them.
Cobb police say Westbrook's death does appear
That's
to be
not
from
90 days of growth. Come on.
Yeah.
natural causes, so nobody is facing any charges in connection to
That's
that.
fucking
Those 7
wild.
suspects, though, are facing a variety of fraud, theft, and burglary charges.
It sounds like he died of natural causes.
Yeah, I honestly think what happened was the guy just died in his bathtub, and then people were like, "Let's old
let's
Dave
sell
is
the
is not,
bathwater."
Okay, this is not a. What was her name? Belle Delphine selling the bathwater.
Oh no, I know that name. What is that name?
Like an OnlyFans like porno person who was selling bathwater on the internet.
It's like this.
Dennis hates the
I'm
internet.
angry at the internet.
You're like really disappointed.
The internet has betrayed me today.
Online is bumming you out.
Yeah, man. I just need to go exist in real life for a little while.
Well,
gotta go to Glory Island.
That's kind of cool.
Glory Hole Island.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to Glory Island.
That's fun. I think the big story is probably what we should focus on today. Dennis, you ever work at? I mean, you know some folks who have worked at Walmart. I know some folks who have worked at Walmart.
Yeah, I definitely
Great
know
place
a few
to
folks,
work.
a few Walmart folk.
Have you ever worked in the bakery?
No, I haven't.
Well, this is how it works.
Hey, you want to learn how to steal from Walmart?
Hold up. What is this?
So this is what you do: is that you go into the deli where they sell like their little, chicken strips and the JoJo's and
It's
that
the
kind of
popcorn
thing, right?
chicken and stuff. Yeah.
I love some brown JoJo's dipped in brown gravy.
What the fuck?
You're like, and you're like, give
What-
me
what the-
extra.
what-
That seems
What's that
extra
JoJo all
gravy.
about?
What the fuck, you piece of shit? That Soxin is bad.
It's not bad at all.
No, I don't eat gravy.
It's just umami,
problem.
dude.
Yeah, I don't.
Give me some of that salt, delicious. So
Give me that umami.
You get the combo plate, right? And you're like, all right, well, I'm gonna walk away from the counter here after they give it to me. I'm gonna do my shopping, but I'm gonna little snack on this, and then when it's gone, you just throw that shit on the ground or whatever.
As long
and
as
you
you
get out of there, it's a free
you
lunch.
Tuck it behind a big jug of like Lipton iced tea, and you're fine. Like no one's
You know
gonna
what I
find
did
it.
when I
But
was
you
at
actually
Target?
did this?
Well, yeah, when you're on tour and you gotta do some crimes at Walmart.
I never did crimes on
Oh
tour.
my god, Jared.
But I'm not. I mean, it's fine.
I'm so angry.
You're judging Jared?
No. I obviously I understand what Jared.
Yeah,
did.
Dennis steals all the
Walmart
time.
is a
I'm
lot
a
of fun,
major
and,
thief.
It's free lunch. The thing that I did when I was at Target, though, is that like they were moving the store around, and this is how everyone found out. But when I didn't want to like put something away, I would just try to get it behind the.
Uh-oh. I don't know what he's gonna say.
behind the metal displays, like the racks, that break up the store there.
Like
I
the-
would just
like
get
the shelving.
Yeah, and I would just get stuff and stick it behind there. Or if in homewares where they would be selling a dresser or something like that, I was stocking that some bitch full of shit.
Yeah. Why don't you guys call in 1-833-374-4489 if you want to talk about stealing stuff.
Yeah, tell us the things you've
You want
stolen.
to admit to thievery.
Yeah, talk about stealing.
Wow.
I have never stolen. Wait, what have I stolen? Have I stolen?
I've never stolen anything.
I'm a square, Jared. I'm sorry that I'm not like punk rock and cool.
Stealing is funny. And
It is funny and it's good.
You know, when we went to the Doomis brothel, I got a hoodie, and that guy hasn't billed me for it
What
yet.
the hell is that guy? Huh? Has
I
he
don't
even
know.
gotten back to you?
No. I need to settle up. So I'm currently a thief, but I need to. I'm just
If
waiting.
you die like this, you go to hell.
If
you
like-
die before having paid back that
If I
man?
die like this, will you guys squat in my house?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah,
you
I
can.
guess. Yeah, we
Possession
probably
is
can.
9/10 of the law.
That's right. Yep.
So it becomes my house. So you have to be cool with that.
No. What's
No.
this?
This?
So you don't
Oh,
have a
this is
choice.
this is what it's like to work in a bakery.
And performing the breakout. One of the first things the baker does in the morning is bake all the bread and put it on cooling racks. The next step in our day in the bakery involves what we do with all the bread we just baked. A fact from careers.walmart.com gives a short and concise summary of this report under the subtitle Duties and Responsibilities. Pack ready-to-sell products in proper containers and stock displays. In this instance, ready to
Pretty cool, huh? Pretty easy.
What is this video?
Well, one thing they don't talk to you about is how to, what you have to do at the end of the night, which is clean the ovens. You ever seen these big ovens?
No.
They're
not
like
the big
big
ones.
spinning ovens. They like, yeah, I mean, they're walk-in ovens basically. You remember you've been in a walk-in cooler before.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Something kind of fucked happened, I think a little over a week ago, almost 2 weeks.
To Halifax now, where there's been a new development in the investigation into the death of a 19-year-old Walmart employee. Police are now confirming the woman's body was found inside a large walk-in oven belonging to the store's bakery department.
Our investigators are working with the Nova Scotia Medical Examiner Service and Occupational Health and Safety to determine the manner and cause of death.
Well,
It was burning alive in an oven. That's actually what happened. So that's
Getting baked at work? What?
Okay.
How did they end up in the oven?
How they end up in the oven?
Yeah.
That's kind of the big mystery.
Identity of the woman has not been released. The Maritime Six Society says she was a member of their community who moved to Nova Scotia 2 or 3 years ago. Police have not released the cause of death, saying the investigation is complex.
We know the cause
she
of
got
death. She got burned alive in an oven.
So this was, unfortunately, it was a 19-year-old Walmart employee named Gersimran Carr. She was found dead in the store's walk-in oven at the Walmart Supercenter with RE because it's French
Nova
Canadian.
Scotia.
Yes, up in Canada. And so she had recently immigrated. Her family had from India.
Okay.
And they'd been in Canada for 2 to 3 years. She lived with her mother, father, and brother. Lived with her mother, father. Oh, sorry, just with her mother. Pardon me.
Okay.
Her father and brother are still in India.
Oh.
But, they both worked at Walmart for about 2 years. And yeah, October 19th at around 9:30, which is, I think they closed at 9. So the mom was wondering what was taking so long with her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what happened.
What would that be?
Boom! The
Oh,
door
right.
locked behind her.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying.
Is that what they think happened? Just the door locked behind?
So after an hour of them not being able to get in touch with her, they started searching everywhere, and they eventually found her, quote, charred remains in the bakery oven.
If they're charred already, that's... I mean,
let's see. I will pull up an image of a Walmart bakery oven.
That's crazy and so depressing.
Oh, it's heinous. It's I can't even imagine, right? Like, let's
real
see.
doom.
Actually, oh, fuck you, Jared. It is a doom. He gets 5 dooms, really. I have a whole Google Doc of videos off of TikTok about this, and let's see. Let's start with this one. This is not going to be like the time we went through the rug saga. This is a little different.
Okay, I'm going to show you how this door does not close by itself.
So you see these ovens here.
Oh, no, we're going to watch this girl die or something?
Yeah, she also died.
It's already on? Oh, no.
So these are, very tall, very big. They have a glass window in the front. So she's trying to shove it closed, and it doesn't close because of the dispersion of pressure, I guess, probably.
Sure. Probably because of Bernoulli's principle.
It's designed not to do that. You have to, push it.
Yeah.
You hear that click?
So thanks, Mary Winchester, for supplying this.
But you can get out even if it's closed, right? Because there's
You
that,
would think that there'd be
it shows there's
it's
like a push
like-
button, like school-style door in there.
Right? Does it show right here?
Yeah, it shows her
Is this
pushing on
at
that
an
little thing.
American Walmart?
That's a
Do we
good
know
point.
where Mary? Are all of them the same? Have they all gone through the same bakery upgrades?
See, I actually
Basic
don't.
bakery.
All right.
Yeah, see,
Build
she
Back
goes in.
Better bakery.
See, I don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. See,
So it has a push
maybe-
there.
Yeah, this one
maybe
does.
Maybe this girl doesn't know what's going on in the
Well,
Halifax Walmart.
It's also pretty
Park
clear though that
Mall.
not every oven is the same.
Of course.
Right,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah. You would think that Walmart would have some sort of consistency across stores, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
never know. There's no way to know.
I've had
for
a
sure.
job where the equipment was failing.
Uh-huh.
Lots of times.
Yeah, so this was the 911 call.
Station 5 engine for a technical rescue call from Mumford Mumford Road, Walmart, 6990 Mumford Road. Female has locked in an oven in the bakery. Oven is on. Unsure if the staff are able to turn it off. Dispatch to Station 5 engine for technical rescue, 6990 Mumford Road, Walmart.
So this it shows that the oven would still be on.
Yeah, and they can't open it.
And they can't open it. And I'm not sure. I can't verify the source of this 911 call. So
it sounds odd. It sounds like
it freaks me out too. But
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of other clips where they are using an edit of footage from inside of a Walmart with screaming, like muffled screaming sounds in the background.
Oh God.
That is also likely edited. I mean,
of course.
Like there's no way that they were.
If you're in an oven, you're passed out before you die.
Well, and it was closed as well.
Yeah.
So like whatever TikTok is.
You pass
doing
out pretty
TikTok.
quick, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but let's listen to the rest of this to see.
The bakery. Time to page 2122. Call will be on Ops 4. Ops 4.
Dispatch 9 engine. Just looking for an update.
9 engine. Update regarding ETA for ES or crew being assigned to me.
All day.
Let's see what I can do. That's 2 9 engine.
Go ahead. With the person trapped in the oven there, do you have the power shut off for that? The staff know to turn the power off?
See, the inconsistencies with the narrative.
This just sounds like a police scanner, not like a 911 call. But yeah.
But still, I mean, they're saying like power's been
cut. Yeah.
Which I mean, I don't know. You would think you'd be able to open it, right? Like
I think we'll learn a lot more about this
in the next few weeks once there's an investigation.
Yes, definitely.
I think that's probably true.
Because there has to be like video and stuff.
Yeah, let's see. What else do I have in my little breakdown here? I've got...
what's our oven?
Let's do this one real quick. Oh, this is just a video of Shelly showing how you clean the oven. Because it was rumored that the young lady went inside the oven to clean it. And this just shows that... usually use a hose to spray it out.
You can see here that this one has a different like security latch on the inside.
That is true. It does have maybe a button.
Looks like a push button. Yeah.
But it seems like that's just not. It wouldn't make sense to go inside.
Sure.
To clean it.
I'm gonna invoke one more time.
What's that?
Our manager from Arby's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got stuck in the freezer.
That's right. That's an old story.
Because the door on the freezer, similar where it's like a push latch or whatever from the
it was
inside,
broken, yeah.
had been broken, and the rest of the staff knew it, but she didn't know it.
Well, anyone who's
she
seen
was like
season 2 of The Bear,
manager there.
Season 2 of The Bear,
spoiler.
the inside
Carmi!
handle. Come on, Carmi! They didn't focus on the handle. They kept trying to replace, and then the big night happened. You know. Spoiler alert, which I still haven't seen season 3 yet. I saw episode 1 of season 3. It's pretty good. I liked it so far. And also in the chat, I gotta say, iPod Jackson is asking if I'm in the South and don't try Bojangles, then he won't watch the stream again.
Damn.
What's Bojangles?
I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with
There's
the
that
chain.
one over here.
I've heard
It's,
the name, and this is my first
fried
time in the
chicken, I
South.
think?
I've never even been over there. So,
Dude, you gotta hit all the classics. You gotta go.
It's the classics.
You gotta go to Waffle House.
Okay, got to start a fight.
You have to live in the attic of a Waffle House for a week at least.
What the hell? I'm only there for like 2.5 days.
That's enough time.
I don't know.
You're gonna eat like 6 or 8 times at least.
Yeah, that was the sad detail. Thanks, AB, for pointing it out. The girl's mother worked at the Walmart and went back in and discovered her. She was the one who found.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big fuck.
That is a big fuck. I agree. So,
when I was doing research for this, there was a lot of like parents and children stories, and I was like, I want to stay away from all of these, but
Yeah.
I found one anyway on accident.
Did I tell you guys a story about how I almost killed my cat in the oven?
Because you were playing Maniac Mansion?
No. I just I turned on my oven to preheat it, and I opened it up, and I like checked to make sure the element was bright.
Cat popped
and
out.
my cat jumped in.
Oh.
And like as I was like looking away, and then I heard meowing, and like opened the door, and the cat jumped out and was alive, thankful.
yeah.
But like
a little toasty.
Could you imagine if I accidentally killed? I'd be
How do you live? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know it's an accident, but when you do something so like
I would have been in like they would have
Therapy.
thought that I was a killer for the rest of my life.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, it's true.
I don't think that's true.
It's very true. You think that they would be like?
I mean, accidents happen with like washing machines all the time, which is like even really bad too. Like a
I
dog or a
understand.
cat will get inside a washing machine.
But I can tell you right now that I was a weird enough kid that my parents would not have believed me when I said it was an accident.
Oh, this was when you were younger.
I was young.
Oh,
I was
thought-
like
I thought
14.
this was like in your 30s.
No, it happened last week again. But
well, yeah, I killed it. I did it a different way then. Put it in a barbecue.
Yeah, this time in a dryer.
All
No,
right.
but I was like, that's like, you're 14. Your parents would think you were just like a psycho killer for the rest of your life.
Yeah. I mean, they already probably did, right?
Probably.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Psycho killer.
Okay, qu'est-ce que c'est? Halifax Regional Police are leading the investigation, aided by multiple agencies. So we will learn more about this, of course. And the Occupational Health and Safety and NS medical examiners involved as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they aren't talking too much about it because Walmart's got big bucks, I guess. Probably.
Of course, yeah, they're going to silence a lot of it, I'm sure.
They closed the store.
As they should, yeah.
Kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Honestly, where am I going to get my food?
Yeah, come on, man.
Snacks.
I want my cheap food.
I understand no bread, but...
Yeah, let's close the bakery, but come on. They have on-site grief counselors. That's good. And there's a hotline, a 24/7 virtual care hotline for the employees.
Should we call that with our number?
I don't know. I'm not really sure what it is. But they do have a GoFundMe campaign that's been going that raised $140,000 $140,000 in 2 days, which is good.
Yeah.
Funeral costs, flying the family in from India.
Have the mom take a fucking year off at least.
She should never have to work again.
Yeah, never at that Walmart.
No.
1,000%.
And there's a memorial outside the Walmart. They're putting flowers, candles, that kind of stuff out, which is good. But unfortunately, the internet is interneting with this situation.
I bet. We are.
Not to the same extent. Here's another video.
Our oven at work, Walmart.
This one also looks different.
A little older.
Like, this is a third version.
This one looks very different.
From the outside. This is the handle. You have to pull it really hard to open it. This is the inside.
Oh, that one doesn't look like it has a...
I don't even know if I would fit in here, honestly. I'm 5'1", medium built. I would have to crouch down to get in. There's
She'd have to crouch down.
In here, but
Dude, get the fuck out of there. She just said it's hot. Why is she trying to get in there?
Yeah.
I would never be in here. Whether I'm cleaning it or not, I would not be in the oven.
Yeah, well.
Okay. But that one looks like
you clearly stated that this looks smaller than the other ovens.
It looks like no safety latch. But I'm also curious if that one is just like pressure out, you know?
Sure.
Like,
yeah, if you pushed it, if it would.
Yeah. Like if there's even a latch or anything.
That makes sense.
But you gotta push it hard.
But
you have to push this with all your might.
It looks like when you push it,
with all your
locks
might
in
and put it to
there
the
is no
side.
way possible somebody could lock themselves in there.
It's very possible.
But this is where the suspicions begin. Is she's implying that there's no way she could lock herself in there.
Sure.
So if not her, then did someone?
It could be something as simple as like they go in there and someone's like, "Why is this door open?" Close.
Sure.
Walk away.
Or was she being bullied and was she put in the oven?
That also could be.
You think?
Of course it could be. Like,
well, okay. Now you're an internet guy?
Well, no. Do you think it's impossible?
No, it's not impossible that she was pushed into an oven and it was closed on her and she was murdered, but I think it's less likely.
Oh, I think it's less likely for sure. I think it's an accident.
Yeah.
But it's possible that someone said, "Let's kill her."
I guess it's possible. Yeah. I mean,
the Walmart wrecker.
Excuse me?
The Walton wrecker, of course.
Walton Wrecker?
Walton's the family that owns Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like how both like
even Jared's shaking his head on that.
Well, like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Let's continue.
Yeah. Like you're not there as a guy. Like you're right there. I could ask you to explain.
Can you explain further? We're both like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Let's leave.
Who locked it? Who locked it?
And they're dropping Bojangles orders for me in the chat. Thank you guys.
I've never eaten a Bojangles. I did get attacked by a firework in Decatur. No,
where was it?
It was in.
I remember that.
It was
story.
Decatur. Yeah, it's Decatur, Georgia. Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Somebody threw a firework at the. I was shooting a wedding, and someone threw a firework at our party, and it lit on fire, like a little bush on fire.
Backed into a plane.
The groomsman's hair caught on fire.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was on July 4th, 2020.
Well, never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the beginning of our she couldn't have been closed in on her own. And a lot of people point out that she's an immigrant and that she may have been the target of,
hate crime.
Yeah.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
I think what's crazy about all this, though, is that every one of these videos, no one's like, they might have a different style oven.
No one has mentioned that. Let's see if this one does.
These ovens are so hard to shut from the outside. You have to push them. I'll show you.
What's the song? Was that? I hate everything about you.
Was it?
I don't know.
Outside, you have to push them.
It
I'll
is.
show you.
I don't know what it is, but
It's something like that.
it's another new design.
It's definitely that band.
You think it's Chevelle?
When you open too hard, when you get something out of the oven.
Go back to the beginning.
Oh, we don't need to know. Go back.
There is no way that
It's
this
like buck
girl
cherry.
locked herself into one of these ovens while cleaning it. No way possible. I'm going to show you the emergency button.
Right there.
Pops the door open. If this door were to close by.
So now we're on. I think, is this the same person?
That's the same one as the earlier one.
But it's different. You're seeing that they're different.
It's the oven. Not little, not big, just enough to fit.
Ooh, there's the third one here. There's the
a close up of
push
the
button that you're supposed to press in case of an
That's
emergency.
like what the Arby's
that will
lady
release
had.
Oh yeah, but it was broken.
It's one of those. It was
It's the
broken,
doorknob.
so.
Why was she in there when the oven was on?
Yeah, bust it open.
Great. I love a TikTok sound effect. Yeah, I mean, of course we're going to learn more about this. We'll figure out why she was in the oven, and if the oven was like functioning.
There's going to be so much more that
the
comes from
door,
this.
if that
Yeah.
was functioning.
Yep.
And obviously, it
If
seems
it
like
was the Walton Wrecker.
Anyways,
what is what's
what is the Walton
what's
Wrecker?
What's that mean?
You know, like they're wrecking this girl's life.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's just an adjective for.
Yeah.
All right.
Just a WW.
Okay.
Nice.
That makes sense.
The Wild Walton Wrecker.
Wow. Yeah. Damn. I mean, it's a
I'll take
bummer.
some punch up. You guys can hit me with some punch up. That's fine.
You
It's
know-
just a jumping off point, you know. I was just trying to like give our new potential serial killer. a
The
name.
Wrecker.
We don't think it was the smiley face killer.
Of course not.
Dude,
The
I think
smiley
it
face
was-
killer isn't real.
It
I'm
was the
saying this
Rizzler,
right
dude.
now. Everyone, there's no
right.
smiley face killing gang stalking.
And so people are taking
Fraternity
bets on
brothers.
things. Do you think they're
Oh,
taking
yeah.
bets on this?
We'll get
sports bet it.
We should get the poly market going for is the smiley face killer real? I gotta take a peek at this because I have been watching this poly market number shift today.
Yeah. Take a
Oh
look.
damn, it's looking good, folks. This is a lot better.
Is
yeah.
it the Austin Killers.
Yeah, it turns out the smiley face killer is real.
Can you look at this on a one day here?
Yeah, it's been great. I don't want to get too political on this, but it's been a pretty
I
decent.
don't think the market
decent
matters, but
shift.
man, it's.
It does feel better since everyone was using this as a metric to.
I cannot wait to vote and then immediately leave the country.
So you're gonna vote in person. I already voted.
I am going to vote in person. Who'd you vote for?
Gary Johnson again.
Nice, hell yeah.
Of course. I need matched federal funding, of course. That's just my priority.
Yep.
Yeah. No, go vote. Vote.org, vote.gov.
Berman Supreme. This is a shout out to him.
Vote
Go ahead,
early.
write him.
Vote
I'm voting
off-
for Herman Cain.
Vote early, vote often. You know, do all that kind of stuff.
Write in Harambe.
Oh, I don't know about that. I
Well-
did Tony Soprano. I like him. I think he's got
Live
good
in a-
ideas.
And you've seen what he did for the trash. He took it out.
Should I wrap up with like just a kind of a gross story and then we will? Oh, wait, this is kind of nice though. We'll do a gross story really quick.
Okay.
This is from the Mirror, and it says.
Oh no! Really?
The headline is: I strained so hard on the toilet, my insides fell out of my body.
Really?
This is fun,
yeah,
right?
boy.
Yeah.
That's
Courtney,
the rules.
she shouldn't have gave us her name. Courtney Ingham from Newton Aycliffe. Aycliffe? Yeah, in County Durham.
Life.
Sure, bravely shared her story of suffering a rectal prolapse in the hopes other people will go to the doctor sooner after experiencing similar symptoms. So that is brave, and I appreciate it.
This isn't a photo of hers.
Nope, that's an ad.
Okay.
A carer looks, quote, heavily pregnant thanks to a rare condition that left her unable to go to the bathroom, leaving her straining so hard that her insides fell out of her body. So Courtney here has been experiencing extreme bloating and constipation for over 8 months, only being able to empty her bowels every 3 weeks.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
And always keep a bread
Also,
clip in your wallet. Here's why.
She's 21, if you can believe it. She's taking daily laxatives to try to increase her fiber intake and drinking black coffee, but nothing worked. And this is the gnarliest part is that she said it made her look pregnant because of, the extended amount of time that she was forced to. All right.
Oh,
yeah.
God, dude.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wait, so she wasn't pregnant.
Nope. It just made her look that way. And then, she heard a pop.
God.
She heard a pop, and then she noticed that she was bleeding. And after going to take a photo of the area, she realized
I'm bleeding. Shit, let me get a snap of this real quick.
She realized her anus and insides had fallen out of her body.
Dude, fuck. Oh, God.
Yeah. So it's a bummer.
She found out by a Belfie?
Well, what is now? Break down that new word. Is this a vocab word I'm unfamiliar with?
And so this is when you're gonna go ahead and squat over your phone and take a picture of your butthole. It's
That's a
called
Belfie. All right. Well, I didn't know
it's
that.
much easier if you have an Apple Watch, you can set a timer.
You can get that live feed on your watch while you do it.
Yikes! That does suck. This sucks to hear. She heard a pop. Yep, bleeding. Took a photo, and her insides had fallen out of her body. So, yeah, I mean, apparently, according to the NHS, a rectal prolapse occurs when there is insufficient support of the rectum, and then the rectum drops outside of the back passage.
The back
passage, yes. So she obviously went to hospital, had 2 operations, but yeah, neither have given her.
She has undergone 2 operations to try and help her discomfort.
Yeah,
that's how they're describing this.
I mean, I guess it seemed that way.
We're sorry that you're uncomfortable dragging your intestines around out your ass.
I think they pushed them back up and they
Remember
gave
those
her
bears that we saw.
But
the
yeah,
worms?
the bears with the worms are pretty good.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, this is awful. So she's awaiting a specialist, but yeah, that's that was kind of a kind of a fun,
what the fuck,
fun
man?
little story.
That's still better than the Rizzler. This story
Oh,
brings me more joy than the Rizzler.
Wow,
Just kidding.
Well, that's kind
fuck, dude. That's man.
Did you have a witch story, Jared?
We had an interesting one about
There we
a
are.
former porn star.
And American hero, Stormy Daniels, of course. She, I think this is the point, right?
The absolute.
I cast you guys as red
I choose
suit
to accept
and
that
hat
and
over
say
here.
That
Look at this
we all have a
unenthusiastic
choice.
drum.
And right now, it doesn't matter who you believe in, what your spiritual beliefs are, what your religious beliefs are, why you are here today in Salem, whether it's just to wear awesome outfits or to watch the weirdo witches or to pay tribute to your ancestors. I can tell you that we can all agree on one thing,
What is that?
and it's that you should not be persecuted for your beliefs. You should not be bullied into silence.
Okay.
Speaking the truth. And whether we like it or not, we are all equal. And the one thing that they cannot take from you, whether you are what your beliefs are, or whether they're different from the person standing next to you or not, is your gift, is your voice.
This is pretty incredible. So Stormy Daniels was honored at Witches Ceremony in Salem, Massachusetts recently. And she was actually very charming and quite delightful when she was at a screening of her documentary at South by Southwest. And it was kind of a bizarre experience because they had like bomb sniffing dogs around the stage and stuff
Sure.
like that. Of course, this was right at the same time as the trial where she was a witness was happening. So, yeah, American hero Stormy Daniels has now been honored by witches. What do we have here? Do they have any?
This is a much better story than the last one.
This is kind of nice, huh? This feels good. So at the event, which started at 5 p.m.
Got a couple more bangers, though. Huh?
There's a couple, yeah. It was part of the Festival of the Dead, an annual event exploring, quote, death's macabre customs, heretical histories, and strange rituals. And there's about 1,500 people there.
Wow.
I was actually around Salem at around the same time a couple of years ago, and I remember a bunch of witches screaming in the parking lot of the Walmart that I was staying in. It was actually quite scary.
Were they screaming, "The door's locked, the door's locked, help us, the door's locked"?
I don't think so, but they could have been. Who knows? So, congratulations, Stormy Daniels. That's pretty exciting. I don't know.
Official witch in the coven.
Did you hear the thing about the witches trying to cast spells on Trump?
I did.
They said it's not working.
Yeah.
How would they know if it was?
I'm not sure, but they're sensing that he has a shield up.
Okay.
So there's
Is it bronzer?
Excuse
Fight on
me?
Christian Warrior.
They've been
Byron, let's leave.
Wait, what?
Awful.
Awful? What's going on? Did I miss something? I was trying to type something else. Dennis, help
I don't know.
me. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it is awful, but
What's awful?
Not hitting.
What are you saying, Jared?
My brain is dying. I'm dying. Okay.
This is a report from the Christian
Yes,
Broadcasting
bronzer.
Network.
It was the bronzer.
it was
All
the
right.
bronzer.
Witches are targeting Trump again, but yeah, it's not working because he has a shield.
From dabblers to hardcore practitioners,
Yeah, exactly.
witchcraft
His
has
name's
been
the
on the
Rizzler.
rise. The
The
Rizzler.
Rizzler's blocking it. But so apparently here, 100 witches have been gathering by Zoom to attack Trump in the spirit realm, which are, quote,
The idea that they have to gather
In
on
Zoom.
Zoom, instead
Bing,
of
bing.
gathering in the spirit
we
realm.
have to admit Lady Scarlet's or something. I don't know. I could have come up with something better than that.
The final words of their synchronized ritual, "You're fired," echo as Trump's
Really?
image burns to the ground.
Wow, that's kind of heavy, but it didn't work. It didn't work. The group is led by a
Orange
woman
candles.
with 25,000 subscribers on her mailing list, and she invites them all to join the hexing. But it turns out maybe it's just not working.
Yeah, let's see. Therefore, he has a shield, a flimsy one, of course, but a
They're
shield
saying
nonetheless.
flimsy. Okay, they're going to still keep
I'm trying to
working.
figure out a way to create spells that can bypass that, but it's difficult.
How do you create a new spell?
Yeah,
That's kind of, I mean, I'm not a witch.
Is
but
there R&D in the witch world?
honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm supportive of these ladies, though. Or ladies and gentlemen, or non-binary
Whoa,
folks,
look at
of
this.
course, I do want to say.
Don't do
Sorry.
magic. He has a form of protection that feeds off the magic.
No,
He's like a superhero that like
it's a
absorbs
Pepe.
the
We
power
know it's a
and
Pepe. It's a
punches
Pepe.
back.
It's a Pepe.
A rare Pepe.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to say though, inclusive, all inclusive. I'm sure this.
I've got a rare pee-pee.
Great. We got to end.
Jared
this
is
quick.
tired.
He's
got
done.
that tired humor.
Yeah, this is not good for us at all. We're struggling. Great. We got another witch story, or do we want to do another attacking story?
I think we have one that's this signifies that summer is over, folks.
It's over.
Well, but Jared, I wanted to hit this one really quick since this is another example of a prominent conservative figure being attacked. Do you think that would be a better segue?
Do you think
You're
the
right.
presence of evil is kickstarting people to wonder about the good? That's what happened to me. That's what happened to you?
Oh, God, he's so serious.
I love that he's like...
What happened to Tuck?
He's yes-anding kind of in the moment. That me too, actually.
Yeah.
Can you close some of these tabs?
We got a lot going on for you. Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't want to slow down your...
It's going bonko mode over here.
Oh, no.
Tucker started sounding like RFDMK.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I got
had a
attacked
direct,
by a demon.
experience with it. In the milieu of journalism or just...
Nope, in my bed and mauled.
Whoops. Wait. Sorry.
Experience with it.
In the milieu of journalism or just...
Nope, in my bed at night, and I got attacked while I was asleep with my wife and 4 dogs in the bed and mauled.
What's the
physically mauled?
The quick like Arabic subtitle.
I don't know what that was. That was kind of strange, don't you think?
That was payment.
In a spiritual attack by a demon?
Yeah, by a demon.
Here's a picture of Tucker shooting a gun for some reason.
Demon.
Demon, you gonna get. That's like a southern exorcist.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
You have a gunshot.
Nice.
I babysat it for Kelly's.
You only got 5% on that battery too.
No, it's okay. Oops, I pushed another
So
button.
Tucker Carlson.
Something unseen that left.
Is that right?
Claw marks on my sides, on my.
So he left physical marks.
Oh, they're still there.
Well, show him.
Just show him. Just show him, dude. What the?
Take your shirt off.
I think he's full of shit, right?
Yes, he is.
I wasn't. I was totally confused. I woke up and I couldn't breathe, and I thought I was going to suffocate. And I walked
one
around.
of his 4 dogs mauled his ass.
Yeah, his dog kicked
They would
him in
never
the
do
sleep.
that.
No, come
They
on.
would never do that.
I have a mark here from a demon on my
is it?
wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a scar here on this wrist.
What happened?
Byron's dog scratched me.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense.
Ooh, Byron.
How's your
Did you know
finger over
that,
there?
I don't know. See if it'll focus in on
Yeah,
this.
is your nail gone or something?
No, it's the next time I trim him, it'll be gone.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, I see you got the mark there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
There's a little dot there left.
when you're here next month, I'll have him bite you again.
Nice.
Give me a new one.
Yes.
Outside, and then I walked in, and my wife and dogs had not woken up, and they're very light sleepers. And then I had these terrible pains on my rib cage and on my shoulder, and I was just in my boxer shorts, and I went and flipped on the light in the bathroom, and I had 4 claw marks on either side underneath my arms.
Everyone knows
Dog.
demons have 3 fingers. Come on.
On both sides.
Interesting.
And on my left shoulder, and they're bleeding.
Wait, they were bleeding?
They're bleeding, yeah. No, they're actual claw marks. And I sleep on my side, so I wasn't clawing myself. I don't have long nails.
Oh my God.
What is this website? Christian. Christianities. Christianities movie.
Okay.
But why do they have it split up like that?
I
Where it's
don't-
Christianity movie.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense.
And they didn't fit my hands anyway. But yeah, that happened. And
Why didn't you take any fucking pictures, Tucker?
Yes, show a
Where are
picture.
the pictures?
He still has them.
Oh,
and I was seized with this very intense desire to read the Bible. So I spent a year and a half reading it, and then I started rereading it. And it was just a transformative experience for me, but I'm not,
I like when the music changed.
you know, holding myself out as
Let's talk
someone
about
from
the
whom
demons
you
some
could get
more.
theological advice.
Great. All right. Well,
Whoa.
What a goop. Is that it?
That's the only thing dumber
Well-
than the Rizzler I've heard today.
so far.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
Tucker
I
Carlson thinks he's been freaking bit by a demon, huh?
I don't
Mauled, scratched.
Sank. Show the
Wait,
picture
wait.
without a shirt on.
Does he have
now
that?
everyone. No, they got it, right? If they don't, then Tucker's lying again.
Well, he is always lying. Like, he's Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, I would like him not to be lying. I want to see the freaking scars.
I do like this headline that was on the Young Turks now that said that 60% of people think their house is haunted.
People are really weird, man.
People are mad about Joe Biden, but like he was trying to fix like people's leaky gas inside their houses this whole time.
It's pretty cool.
Wouldn't
Look at
let
that
him
demon
in.
there. Yeah. Wow.
Build back better, more like
Oh, so there's a whole episode.
think-
That's the whole exclusive
Damn.
clip there.
no, but no shirt pick.
You know, holding myself out as someone from whom you could get theological advice because I'm
Sure, of
not.
course,
I
of
mean,
course.
I don't know. I don't understand any of it. But yeah,
Do you
that
think
happened.
God
to me.
allowed the demon?
I have no idea what happened. All I know is I was dead asleep with my wife and dogs, and I woke up with claw marks on my rib cage underneath my arms, and it didn't even make sense. My arms would anyway. Whatever. I'm not. No one has to believe me. I don't care. But that happened to me, and so I just was like, wow, that.
He's like happy about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to read his favorite book. on the
This
toilet.
sounds like the stories I hear from drunk people at
Sure.
weddings when they like are like sitting around the campfire and they've all been drinking.
Yeah.
So that's the vibe I get.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. This is really bad. Great.
Doing Galaxy Gas and then doing a Christian.
I don't think they're doing that at Dennis's wedding season.
No, I'm saying Tucker Carlson over here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe also at the
Can
wedding
you still
too.
buy that on Amazon? Can I get nitrous?
You can get so much nitrous, dude. I'll sell you nitrous right
Oh,
now.
really?
Give me a credit card.
All right. You want me to give you my credit card?
On the stream, dude.
I'll do it.
Put it in the chat.
I'll do it. It's
I'll send
fine.
you some Galaxy Gas. So it'll be the wave, my
Thanks.
buddy.
Oh, the wave. Speaking of the wave, Surf's Up, right?
Hey,
I think this is
it, right?
Last story of the night.
Italian surfer has died after being struck by a swordfish off the coast of Indonesia.
Summer's over, everyone.
Oof.
This was Julia Manfrini's last.
This is the summer signal. This happens every year. The swordfish will emerge from its yearly hibernation for one day.
Yes.
And when they strike the person, that's when summer's over. This is the way.
It's the signal. It's the sign.
Sure. If they spear him, it means we
Ringing
get 6
up the
more
bell.
weeks of summer.
6 more weeks of summer, unfortunately. Well,
yeah.
3.
Oh,
3.
3.
And if they don't, it's 6.
Manfrini's last
You
Instagram post
guaranteed get
before
more.
heading out on vacation. According to her business partner, Manfrini was struck in the chest by the swordfish while surfing west of Sumatra in the Indian
got
Ocean.
impaled.
Swordfish have long, sharp bills and can jump high out of the water. And while their
Oh,
features
see?
can be dangerous to humans,
Look,
fatalities are
terrifying.
extremely rare. Manfrini's friends say she died
Once a
doing what
year.
she loved in a place
Or
that
not.
she loved too.
wow. Sad, tragic, lots
I
of.
hope that when I die,
Yeah.
that nobody witnesses it.
You don't want people to be around.
I mean, if it's traumatic. Like if I'm going to die peacefully in a bed.
You don't want me to be there while you die?
I don't want to trouble
didn't
you with
talk-
the trauma of seeing me get like my head ripped off by an airplane.
Well, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
We talked about somebody losing their head from a jump last week, actually.
or like if I was in a car accident and died, I would hope that I would be alone. I wouldn't want like
You don't want
my
any
wife to
comfort
be
or
with me,
anything?
to be like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And then I don't respond. Like, I
well,
don't-
you say, I don't know, or something like that, which is like
Yep.
really like, I don't know. I think that I'm not really sure. I don't want to.
Jared just starts laughing.
He's just thinking about us dying over there. Great.
My last ones, I'm sitting there in Dennis's situation. He's talking about like, I look over at my wife. Are you okay? And I was like, I brought the boom.
Okay. We got AJ. That's who I want to see when I close my eyes for the last time. I want to, leave this mortal. What is it? Coil? Soil.
Yeah, the mortar coil.
Coil? What's that even mean?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't, the
What's the etymology of that?
Y'all wound up.
Mortal coil? That doesn't seem right. Poetic term, mortal coil, for the troubles of daily life and the strife and suffering of the world. When I leave this earth,
Shuffle off this mortal coil.
I just want to close my eyes, and I want the Rizzler to be there. Jared, I want to be carried. I want to be carried into
getting
heaven
turned into a battering ram.
in the arms of AJ. Holding my hand would be Big Justice. I want to see the Rizzler's face when the pearly gates swing open. Okay,
Just
that's
in
what I
gold.
want. Is the Costco guys. And Jared, just so you know, the outro music is playing. I really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Thanks all the way from occupied Texas. Appreciate you putting together quite the show. We really had a wonderful time. Dennis, enjoy your vacation.
Thanks.
I think you're probably going to be calling in at some point, right?
Yeah, I'll be in. I'll be around.
Yeah. Well, until next episode of Casual Frightday, I'm Byron.
I'm Jared.
And I gotta say, I'm Dennis.
Yeah, you can.
And I'm Dennis. Goodbye.
You've been listening to an Audio Wool original, produced by Byron McCoy. Theme music is provided by Yawns. For more programs like this, visit audiowool.co.